Hi everyone, it's Rachel back with the Shades of Orange. Today I want to review Slasher Crasher by David Nora. This is the book that I received from the author for review. This is a horror comedy that is set on October 31st and follows a group of teenagers that are making holiday plans. The book starts out in the morning and goes into the evening. It is told over multiple perspectives, including that of two teenage girls, Kathleen and Betsy. They used to be best friends, but they had a really nasty falling out, and now they are enemies. There is also the perspective of Nick, who is a monster that has broken out of a mental institution and is headed back home to the place where he murdered the boyfriend of his childhood babysitter. And if that sounds a little bit familiar, that's because this is very much a satire of slasher movies like Halloween. And this is done very intentionally and very much is on the page because right in the first paragraph, the author references Halloween, so he is very much aware of what he is doing. So from that synopsis, I really was excited to check this book out because there's so much about it I love. I really enjoy female-centered horror narratives. You know that I love slashers, and this book also has queer representation, which is something I really enjoy in my horror books. The author himself identifies as gay, so it is an own voices story, and the teenagers in this book are gay and lesbian, and I very much appreciated that aspect to it. There's a really nice coming out scene in this book, which was fantastic. However, I want to preface this review by saying that I describe horror as being a very personal genre, and what I mean by that is that what is scary for one person is not scary for someone else, so it makes it very hard to recommend books to other readers. I might love a horror book, but it might completely miss the mark for someone else, and the other genre that is very much like that is comedy, because what I find funny, you might not find funny at all, and the reason I want to talk about that is the fact that this book honestly really missed the mark for me. I did not enjoy reading it, which makes me sad to say because again, there were so many reasons I thought I was gonna love it, but I did not find it funny at all. I struggled with the humor in this book. A lot of the humor comes from the crass nature of the story. There is a lot of vulgar language in this. There is a lot of sexual humor, and it just made me uncomfortable. I really don't want to come across as prudish. I am someone who does swear off of camera, and I'm very much okay with some very disturbing subject matter, but I just don't find that kind of humor very funny. So there was a lot of places in this book that just missed the mark for me because I just don't like the use of the C word as a female. One of the characters has a cyst on her butt and the description was just gross, and I just never found that funny. It's just not my sense of humor, so I can't say I enjoyed this reading experience. I probably would have DNF'd this book if it wasn't a review copy, but I did want to finish it and give both the author and potential readers a chance to hear my opinions. I'm glad that I didn't DNF it just because that did allow me to finish it, and I did actually like the ending portion of this book. There were some good moments that worked better for me, and I think it's because there are some sweeter moments towards the end that balance out the crass humor, but the middle of the book is just non-stop vulgar, crass, kooky, ridiculous, over-the-top humor that just, again, did not work for me. So if you're someone who enjoys that kind of humor, you might really like this book. I've seen other positive reviews, but if you're someone who doesn't always enjoy those more crass jokes, you might be like me and might want to avoid this one. So I'll let you decide for yourself if this book is up your alley. I do think that people should always form their own opinions, but for me, it was definitely a miss, which is so disappointing to say because I was very, very excited for this one. I actually thought it could be a new favorite, but that wasn't the case. So those are my quick thoughts on Slasher Crasher by David Nora. If you are thinking about reading that still, I would love to know down below, or if you've already read it, of course, share your thoughts. Thank you as always for watching. I will be back with another video soon. Okay, bye-bye.